Next part is salt. Okay, so actually salts are the ionic compounds which are produced after the neutralization reaction between acid and base. Already you have learned the neutralization reaction. So salts are electrically neutral. There are a number of salts, but sodium chloride is the most common. Okay, the sodium chloride is known as the table salt or common salt. We use regularly in our food. It is used to enhance the taste of food. So, what are the basic characteristics of salt? Number one is most of the salts are crystalline solid. It may be transparent or opaque. Most of the salts are soluble in water. Solution of the salts conduct electricity. The salt may be salty, sour, sweet, bitter, and savory. Neutral salts are odorless. Salts can be colorless or colored. So all these are the characteristics of salt. Okay. So salts having common acidic or basic radicals are said to be belong to the same family. Same family. Example: sodium chloride, that is NaCl, CaCl2, calcium chloride belongs to chloride family. Okay. Next, calcium chloride and calcium sulfate, also known calcium sulfate, belongs to calcium family also. And zinc chloride and zinc sulfate, also known as the zinc family. Okay, so now the points are different types of salts. Now the points are different types of salts. Salts has the category in neutral salts, acidic salts, and basic salts. Now the first salt type of salt is neutral salt. The salts which produced because of reaction between a strong acid and a strong base are neutral in nature. The pH value of such salt is equal to 7. That's why it is known as the neutral salt. Okay. Example: sodium chloride or sodium sulfate or potassium chloride. Okay. So the examples of neutral salts are NaCl, sodium sulfate Na2SO4, and potassium chloride KCl. Okay. So NaCl, that means sodium chloride, is formed after the reaction between hydrochloric acid, a strong acid, and a sodium hydroxide, that is a strong base. If you have the equation, you will have NaOH plus HCl gives us NaCl and H2O. Okay, so in the definition already we know neutral salt produced because of the reaction of strong acid and strong base. Okay, so here NaOH, that means sodium hydroxide, is known as the strong base, and HCl is known as the strong acid. So when it reacts with each other, it gives us the neutral salt as NaCl, sodium chloride. Okay. Again for the next example, that is sodium sulfate, NaOH, that is sodium hydroxide, when it reacts with sulfuric acid, that is H2SO4, it gives us sodium sulfate, that is Na2SO4 and H2O. Okay, so here also NaOH is the strong base, H2SO4 is the strong acid. So it gives us the neutral salt as Na2SO4 sodium sulfate. Okay. And the next example is potassium chloride for neutral salt. So it is formed after the reaction between potassium hydroxide, that is a strong base, and hydrochloric acid, that is a strong acid. So if you take potassium hydroxide KOH reacts with HCl, that is hydrochloric acid, gives us KCl, potassium chloride, and H2O. So here KCl is the neutral salt. Okay, we are getting this as the product when KOH, a strong base, and a strong acid HCl reacts with each other. Okay, so all these are the parts of neutral salts. So the examples of neutral salts are sodium chloride, sodium sulfate, and potassium chloride. Okay, all these are the examples of neutral salt. The next part is acidic salts. The salts which are formed after the reaction between a strong acid and weak base. Here you have to remember, in acidic salt we need a strong acid and weak base. Okay, so when a strong acid and weak base reacts with each other, okay, then the salts will be acidic salts. So here the pH value of the acidic salt is lower than 7. That's why the salt is known as the acidic salt. So here the examples acidic salts are ammonium sulfate, that is NH4 whole 2 SO4, and ammonium chloride, that is NH4Cl. Okay, so these are the examples of acidic salts. Okay, so if you take the reaction, ammonium hydroxide when reacts with HCl, it gives us NH4Cl plus H2O. Okay, so here NH4OH is known as the ammonium hydroxide. When it reacts with HCl with a strong, which is a strong acid, it gives us NH4Cl, which is ammonium chloride, is a acidic salt. Okay, because we know when a weak base reacts with the strong acid, here it is HCl, it gives us salt like acidic salts. Here it is NH4Cl, ammonium chloride. Okay, if we take another action, NH4OH, that is ammonium hydroxide, is a weak base and a strong acid, that is H2SO4 sulfuric acid. It gives us NH4 whole 2 SO4, that is ammonium sulfate and water. Okay, so here ammonium hydroxide is a weak base and H2SO4 is the strong acid, and it gives us a acidic salt as NH4 whole 2 SO4 ammonium sulfate. Okay, so I think it is clear to you. Now the part is basic salts. Okay, now the last part is basic salt. The salts which are formed after the reaction between a weak acid and a strong base are called basic salts. So here is the difference between acidic salts and basic salts. In acidic salts we will have the strong acid but weak base. Okay, and also in the basic salts we will have weak acid and strong base. So here is the difference between these two types of salts. For example, sodium carbonate, that is Na2CO3, and sodium acetate, that is CH3COO. Okay, so all these are the examples of basic salts. So when carbonic acid that is H2CO3, which is a weak acid, reacts with sodium hydroxide, which is a strong base. It gives us Na2CO3, that is sodium carbonate, and water H2O. Okay, so here H2CO3 is a weak acid and NaOH, sodium hydroxide, is the strong base. When it reacts, it gives us Na2CO3 as the basic salt, sodium carbonate. Okay, got it? Okay. So what are the cause of formation of acidic, basic and neutral salts? When a strong acid reacts with a weak base, the base is unable to fully neutralize the acid. Due to this, an acidic salt is formed. Next, when a strong base reacts with the weak acid, the acid is unable to fully neutralize the base. Due to this, a basic salt is formed. And the third, when equally strong acid and a base react, they fully neutralize each other. Due to this, a neutral salt is formed. Okay, got it? So what are the pH value of salt? For neutral, it will be equal to 7. For acidic salt, it will be less than 7, and for basic salt, it will be greater than 7. Okay, I think it is clear to you. Okay, go to the next slide. Now we are talking about the common salt or NaCl, sodium chloride. Okay, so it is formed after the reaction between sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid, and also it is a neutral salt because the pH value is about 7. So it is used, basically it is used to enhance the taste of food and to manufacture many chemicals. Okay, so the expression is NaCl for common salt. So the chemical formula is NaCl for common salt, already know. Sodium hydroxide reacts with HCl, gives NaCl and H2O. Okay, got it? Okay, so common salt is known as the neutral salt. Okay, because it is a product when a strong acid and strong base reacts with each other. Got it? Next part. The next part is bleaching powder. The chemical formula is CaOCl2. Bleaching powder is also known as the chloride of lime. It is a solid and yellowish white in color. Bleaching powder can be easily identified by the strong smell of chlorine. When calcium hydroxide, that means CaOH2, reacts with chlorine, that is Cl2, it gives us CaOCl2, that is bleaching powder and water. Okay, calcium oxychloride, CaOCl2, is known as the calcium oxychloride, is produced as the product. So aqueous solution of bleaching powder is basic in nature. The term bleach means removal of color. It is often used as the bleaching agent. It works because of oxidation. Chlorine in the bleaching powder is responsible for bleaching effect. So what are the uses of bleaching powder? Actually, this powder is used as disinfectant to clean water, moss remover, weed killers. It is used for bleaching of cotton in textile industry, bleaching of wood pulp in paper industry. Okay, and also it is used as oxidizing agent in many industries. Okay, such as paper industry, textile industry. Okay, go to the next part. So next is the baking soda. The chemical formula is NaHCO3, sodium bicarbonate. Okay, it is another important product which can be obtained using byproducts of chloralkali process. The chemical name of baking soda is sodium hydrogen carbonate or sodium bicarbonate. Cooking soda, bicarbonate soda, sodium bicarb of soda are some of names of baking soda. So, what is the preparation? Preparation method is baking soda is obtained by the reaction of brine with carbon dioxide and ammonia. This process is known as the Solvay process. Okay, so here NaCl, we know what is brine. The mixture of water and NaCl is known as the brine. Okay, NaCl plus H2O plus CO2 plus ammonia, that is NH3. When all this reacts, it gives us sodium, it gives us ammonium chloride Na4Cl and sodium bicarbonate. Okay, okay, or sodium hydrogen carbonate. So in this process, calcium carbonate is used as the source of CO2 and the resultant calcium oxide is used to recover ammonia from ammonium chloride. Okay, so what are the properties of sodium bicarbonate? We know sodium bicarbonate is white crystalline solid. It appears as fine powder. Okay, it is amphoteric in nature. It is sparingly soluble in water. Okay, got it? So what are the uses of baking soda? Baking soda is used in making of baking powder, which is used in cooking as it produces carbon dioxide, which makes the batter soft and spongy. It is used as an antacid. Okay, it is used in toothpaste. It is used to kill the ornament made of silver. Okay, so all these are the uses of baking soda. Now we will learn about the dehydration reaction. Sodium carbonate formed after thermal decomposition of sodium hydrogen carbonate that decomposes into sodium oxide and carbon dioxide in further heating. This reaction is known as the rehydration reaction. Na2CO3 in further heating, it gives us sodium oxide, that is Na2 and CO2 carbon dioxide. Okay, now it is the baking soda. Baking powder produces carbon dioxide on heating, already know. So it is used in cooking to make the batter spongy. Although baking soda also produces carbon dioxide on heating, but it is not used in cooking because on heating baking soda produces sodium carbonate along with the carbon dioxide. Okay, the sodium carbonate thus makes the taste bitter. Okay, so if we heat sodium hydrogen carbonate, that is NaHCO3 or baking soda, it gives us sodium carbonate Na2CO3 and carbon dioxide and H2O. Okay, okay, so when baking soda is heated, sodium hydrogen carbonate, that is baking soda, decomposes to give carbon dioxide CO2 and sodium carbonate Na2CO3. Okay, so here CO2, that means carbon dioxide, causes bread and cake fluffy. Tartaric acid helps to remove bitter taste due to formation of Na2CO3. Okay, now the last part is washing soda. So the chemical formula of washing soda is sodium carbonate Na2CO3. Okay, sodium carbonate that means washing soda is manufactured by the thermal decomposition of sodium hydrogen carbonate obtained by the Solvay process. Okay, so we know NaCl plus CO2 plus NH3 plus H2O. So here it is NaCl, that means sodium chloride, carbon dioxide, NH3 ammonia and H2O water. So when all these react, then as a product we get NH4Cl ammonium chloride and NaHCO3. Okay, so here NaHCO3, that is sodium bicarbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate, obtained by the Solvay process. Okay, so again if we heat sodium bicarbonate, that is NaHCO3 sodium bicarbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate, it gives us CO2 carbon dioxide, H2O water and sodium carbonate Na2CO3. Okay, so sodium carbonate obtained in this process is dry. It is called soda ash or anhydrous sodium carbonate. Okay, washing soda is obtained by rehydration of anhydrous sodium carbonate. Okay, so if we NaCO3, that is sodium carbonate, and we add with water, it gives us Na2CO3 and 10H2O, that is sodium carbonate hydrated, that is hydrated sodium carbonate. Okay, since there are 10, here it is 10H2O, since there are 10 water molecules in washing soda, it is known as the sodium bicarbonate decahydrate. Sodium bicarbonate decahydrate. Sodium carbonate is a crystalline solid and it is soluble in water when most of the carbonates are insoluble in water. Okay, so here's the point is, washing soda is obtained by the rehydration of anhydrous sodium carbonate. Okay, so what are the uses of sodium carbonate? It is used in the cleaning of clothes, especially in rural areas, in the making of detergent, cake and powder. It is used in glass and paper industries, and it is used to remove permanent hardness of water.